Happy Monday, it's Eric Plattenberg. Okay, this is session 3 of our 3-part kick things off on an absolutely positive note. If you haven't watched the last 2 weeks, go back and check them out. 2 weeks ago, I talked about the importance and the how-tos of taking care of yourself and really making sure that you're energized. Then last week, we talked about goals. How do you set goals? How do you have tasks that are linked to something bigger so that you're, again, getting energy, not feeling depleted? So this whole series was based on my observation of people that I really thought were making a difference. They were rippling out goodness, they were making an impact in their organizations and in their communities and in their families, and they were just people that I admired. And I saw that they all had a focus on themselves, on goals, big goals that they were chasing after. And the third piece was relationships. If you look at the most successful people in your life, just think of a person right now that you really admire, that you really think is making a difference. And if you look into their life, chances are they're amazing relationship builders. They've got tight, loyal relationships that are both giving and receiving. So this has been on my list for a long time for a couple of reasons. The why of this is it's somewhat self-evident, but I just want to put it out there because it's important. Number one is great things do not happen alone. If you look at the greatest teams, there is an incredible amount of synergy and of differences in those people. If you look at the greatest companies, they have different skill sets and different minds that are looking at situations in different ways. Nonprofit organizations, they're never built by one person, and even when there appeared to be, that there's always other people on the scene. Why is that? Well, one of the reasons is that we all are different. If you look at something like a Myers-Briggs personality indicator or Joe Abraham's bossy entrepreneurial evaluators, you'll notice that just about everybody has different strengths and weaknesses. Some people are very creative. Some people are very logical. Some people are very linear with their thoughts. Some people are, very out there. So the thing about that is that they're all good. And any great organization, team, community is going to leverage different opinions and different strengths of different people. Okay, so this is a foundation, is that if you really want to do some great things, you have thinkers, you have perspectives that are different from your own. Okay, that takes solid relationships. It's easy to get along with people that see the world just like you do. It's more of art, and it takes time to really be in conversation with people that just see the world differently than you do. So I am on a weekly basis really thinking about my relationships, and I'm categorizing them into a couple of different areas. First and foremost, is my family. So I'm thinking about, when am I spending time with the kids? What are we doing? I'm actually putting it on my schedule to go on a date night with Michelle, or to take the Sunday and ski with May, or to have a Papa Son date with Edge. Like, I'm making sure that that's a priority and that that's going on. And then throughout the course of the year, I'm scheduling time with my family in Wisconsin, or we're bringing people out to Bend, or I'm making sure that the people that are in my nucleus are not getting left out, because, hey, life's busy. And I don't know about you, but with everything that I have going on, if I don't get really conscious about this, it just doesn't happen. So that's really, really important to me. Another thing that I think is just vital is if you look at the relationships of the people that you're working with, or that you're on boards with, or that you're doing projects with, whatever that would be, the people that you spend a lot of your daytime with. For me, I love to mix it up. And for example, some of the people that I work with, we get really conscious about taking a weekend or taking a day, going skiing, going golfing, going camping, and taking the time that we spend together working, literally week in and week out, and then mixing it up, getting to know people out of the office, getting to have some fun with people, going on a rafting trip or doing something. This has been what I would believe it to be one of the keys of freedom personal development. Kombucha Mama is another company that I'm really involved with right now. We're consistently doing things to strengthen our relationship as a team and to grow together inside of the work environment and outside. If you look at any great organization, they take retreats, they get to know each other, they really take the time to know what's going on in their lives outside of work. So that's another relationship that I think is really, really important. And then lastly, I guess not lastly, there's probably a lot of these, but the last one I'm going to talk about today is figuring out where you can be adding value to people that are just simply in your community, in your industry, in whatever it may be. So for me, I get emails all the time, and you have opportunities to do this, whether you get the emails or not, of people requesting my help. Now, of course, I can't say yes and have lunch or coffee with every single entrepreneur that calls me up and says, hey, would you run over my business plan with me, or would you give my business some help? I mean, I would get nothing done. But I make a conscious effort on a weekly basis to be opening up my schedule at least a couple hours to just connecting with people, to doing free talks for a Rotary Club, or to sit down with an entrepreneur that's in a startup phase and looking at their business, or working with a nonprofit, or just forging relationships where I can be giving to the community and giving to other people. So is this a selfish thing? Yes and no. Yes is the more I give out to the world, I just notice that the more that comes back to me. And this is a scriptural principle, it's a physical principle, it's just out there that there is a reciprocation in the world that when you're putting goodness out there, it reverberates back to you. Now, am I going with the intention of, oh, I'm going to give so that I get? Well, no, but I just know that it works that way. I know that the time that I'm spending enriching someone else's life and it doesn't have any direct payback for me, it makes me stronger, it makes them stronger, it makes the community better, and it's important. How much time did you spend this week just sharing your knowledge with somebody else, mentoring someone, giving some advice? If you haven't done that, if that's not a part of what you do, I strongly recommend it. Join a board, volunteer at an organization, or just open up some time on your calendar for other people. Most of you listening to this are already doing that, and I hope that this is validating. And then for those of you that aren't, just dive in, have some fun, and watch how it benefits you all the way around. So relationships are a huge deal. Get date night with your loved one on your calendar. Spend some time planning out your next vacation. Make sure that family stuff is all there. Get that group of people, that core group of 5 or 8 or 10 people that you're working with all the time, get them out of the office, go bowling, do something. But get to know them better, get to know them deeper, and then figure out some people that you can just help and just put it out there for them, whatever that may look like. Questions on that, let me know. Have an amazing week. I look forward to hearing all of your success stories with the relationships that are most important to you.